in AI. Hello, Vili. Happy Monday. And
happy Monday.
How was your Passover? Good?
Very good. Yes, thank you.
Fantastic. All right, so tell us kind of what the meat and potatoes is of the updates with AI as we know it.
Okay, so first of all, what computers do, computers that are based on AI, is they process huge amounts of data. And what they do is they try to understand trends and make predictions, whether it's in retail or in other fields. By the way, about 30% of all companies use AI one way or another. And by the way, the 5 biggest companies of the world, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, base their businesses on AI. And these companies actually use bots, meaning they're sort of robots or software that provides customer service. So many times when you turn to a company through the internet and you ask for questions, it seems as if somebody is talking to you, but it's actually a bot.
It really is amazing. But I mean, listen, we see, you don't have as much infrastructure, here in Israel. In the States, like if you're calling, they have like a lot of voice automated stuff, but are those AI, or AI is like the next generation?
No, we already use AI. One form or another. And of course, in the United States, it's much more advanced. But we do use, for example, if you have chats, if you turn to your bank and you're able to chat with a representative, many times that's a bot and not a real
Right, and even
person.
the typing, even like the chats through...
Exactly.
Right.
I've spoken to a programmer, one of the engineers I know, and he said, look, these bots are programmed to make you feel as if you are conversing with a real person. Because you type something, you say, well, I have this problem, and it writes, well, I'm checking with my boss or my superior.
It's so weird if everybody knew they were talking to like a non-human, but also like what are the, where is the future of AI as far as, our society, and, is it going to replace actual, employees when you're calling like the airlines and stuff like that? Could that happen?
So first of all, if we look at the future, so there's one Japanese mobile phone operator, and what it does is it actually helps taxi drivers save a lot of fuel, because many times you can be driving around the city for hours, sometimes even 2 hours, and there are no passengers. So with AI, it'll be able to predict areas where there are potential passengers and direct taxi drivers to that place. And another thing is, by the way, if we look at fleets, trucks, companies that use trucks for different reasons, for every mile saved, they'll be able to save millions of dollars over a whole year. But that's the future. It doesn't happen right now.
Right, but still, when that happens, how, what's the potential downside?
Okay, so looking at the potential downsides, first of all, if you look at what the late Stephen Hawking said, he thought that it's the most serious threat to the survival of humanity. Fewer opportunities to establish deep relationships with customers, that's the downside, because they're robots and no people talking to them. And of course,
they're not going to say, how was your weekend? How are you feeling today?
Well, none that they're asking anyway.
Feeling robot.
By the way, I got to tell you that there are many benefits to AI. For example, it can boost productivity dramatically. For example, there's one commercial bank in China. It handles about 1.5 million questions a day coming from customers from different sources, and it's able to answer them in one day. You would need 7,000 employees to do this. It would be impossible. Another thing is that it frees up customer agents to do other things. For example, KLM, the airline, uses agents in order to upgrade tickets or offer other services in order to increase revenues. And by the way, it succeeded increasing revenues dramatically. Something which is really interesting is the improvement of inventory management and demand forecasting, because companies are losing a lot of money because they cannot predict the demand. For example, in 2015, companies lost $470 billion because of overstocking and about $630 billion because of understocking. So AI can help in this field.
All right, it's the future. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it's the present and the future.
Definitely.
Thank you, Vili. See you
next
later.
Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We have no work on Friday. All right.